Youmees, welcome to our channel. So we have another one of our reading ready, and those are the cards that I shuffled. Okay, so I definitely include them in the reading. Okay, so what came out today was iron. This is our pile 2 coming out with the number 22. Then we have the number 12, melanosis, okay? And then we have Neptunian energy with the number 9, okay? So this is what we're having. And I see you at your piles. The question that we're doing today is there some kind of reciprocated energy between you and your crush? Okay, let's do that. And yeah, let's see what comes out. I see you at your pile, Youmees, okay? See you, bye. So, hello my pile 1. Look how beautiful this card fits with the candle. I didn't intend on that because I shuffled. This came out, the iron card. This is actually crazy because it, I have to, let's turn it around because I don't know if I can show that. So, yeah, beautifully. We have Mars energy, right? Iron is Mars. It's interesting because iron is one of the most important metals, right? It's in almost all buildings, bridges, steel, everything that is made of that, if it is combined with other materials. So I do think your connection is very strong already. It's been built over some time, right? Pile 1. I feel this is a connection here built over time. I'm born in a town which actually has the German name of iron in it. So that's very interesting, isn't it? So this is a very lasting material and very strong build. So also, you know, it can withstand a lot of pressure. So I do think that your connection can withstand a lot of pressure, a lot of outside forces that try to come in between the two of you. It doesn't have to be that your connection is lasting a very long time. It can just be that the iron means that if you recently came together, you know, if you are with your person and you are in a new connection, or this is a newfound bond, that doesn't matter, you know, because it could be that the iron just means that your bond is very hard to break, you know. It's like you guys are working together. We see here on either side. We also see the box. People put you into boxes. This is definitely a connection that has to withstand a lot of heat, a lot of pressure from the outside. A lot of people are trying to sabotage that because there's of their how do you say that, when people have like a thinking about something what they have no idea of. It's like you probably experienced this in your connection. This could be a soul connection or this could be a relationship. But you definitely have experienced like people coming up to you and telling you, like, what are you doing? This is not the right person for you. This or that is too much. You know, this could be that you're different. There are differences between the two of you, which are problematic for some people. They don't like it. Yeah. And so this connection has to withstand a lot of heat from the outside, I feel. But with this box, it's kind of like in Mars, it's kind of like you're actively going against this. And I like that. It's very neat. That's nice to see. Yeah, number 22 is a very strong soul number. Yeah, very strong. We also see a lot of iron is also the metal of, there's a lot of pull towards each other. So you have a very magnetic connection. So I do think it's reciprocated. We do have the star here coming out as first card. Wait a minute. Let me change the lighting up a little bit. Can you see it though? Yeah, I do think you see it. This is a very interesting star card because, you know, here we have like a diver. This is the Ostera Tarot that I'm using. I haven't used that deck very much on my channel, but I think for this channel it's very helpful. It's very cool to use. Very beautiful cards. Yeah, the artworks are gorgeous. You see how this person is diving and trying to grab. Yeah, this means that definitely that you're trying to grab it. You're trying to make sense of what is happening. Yeah, you're trying to reach out for each other. I do think that both of you are trying to reach out for each other. Let me see. The Hermit. Yeah, you go your own path. Hermit energy, Virgo energy. This is strong, implying that you guys just go your own path. You don't care about what others say. The Hermit, you're guided. The stars guide you. You're guided. Two major arcana coming out. This could also be or mean that one of you is famous and one of you is Hermit energy. The star symbolizes Aquarius energy, hope. Yeah, and the Hermit signalizes Virgo energy. So this comes out a lot when there are these connections that have a lot of hope for each other because they just walk their own path. That's just what this card means. You don't care about outside circumstances because you're in that box. Both of you are in that box. It's not just one person in that box. Both of you are in that box. So it's kind of like you hold each other. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. The World came out as last card, another major arcana. Again, Aquarius energy. We see that here. Just highlighted. I mean, the World card is all kind of energies. We have Scorpio, we have Aquarius, we have Taurus, and we have, this is Leo, I think. Leo or Capricorn. Let me check that because before I say something wrong, don't want to say something wrong on my channel, but you see the colors are so like, yeah, we have green, we have blue, we have light blue, we have orange, we have red. They're all kind of colors. You shine in all kind of colors, guys. Pile 1. This is like so important. Spirit is in the color orange. Yeah, you see how this is Spirit overlooking this connection, trying to guide it. Let me see what the World card actually, yeah. I want to read this to you. I want to see if I get some kind of, no, I don't. Let me see. It says, from a surge of stardust and heat. And that's what we have, stardust and heat. It's crazy. The world is born into the void. Although the world signifies the completion of a journey or cycle, it also holds the promise of a new beginning. The 4 signs in the corners. Okay, now we have it. Leo, so it's Leo. Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio are symbolic of the 4 elements as well as the cycle of seasons. So you see how all the elements are embodied in this reading. Yeah, we do see here that the universe is foreseeing this or overlooking the whole connection. It's all major arcana. It's almost as if you can't even decide for this journey. It's kind of like you're being pushed and pulled towards each other. And the universe is kind of guiding this in the right direction. So especially at the moment, you cannot do anything. Those are 3 major arcana. That means that everything is in the universe's hands at the moment. Yeah, everything what happens is guided at the moment. There is no decision for you to make. That's basically what it's saying. You guys decided for the 2 of you. Yeah, you guys decided to come together and to work this out, to have this new beginning. The world definitely speaks of whatever happens next, whatever you're guided to, you will see that. Yeah, there's definitely a new beginning as a couple in some kind of way. If you haven't met yet, that's just then, you know, something spiritual, like spiritual guidance towards each other, where you will see that you're guided towards each other because you're beginning this new chapter together. Or it could be that you know, you don't need to worry, because I feel that some of you are worrying about this connection because we do have the star here. Yeah, some of you might be worrying about this. Will this ever come together? You can withstand a lot of pressure. Okay, so this is very beautiful. So yes, it's reciprocated, pile 1. Yeah, so that's all what I'm having. Take care, and I see you in the next pile. Hello, my pile 2. You chose the darkness, the this element. As we see here, we have this raven on the card. Darkness is not something to fear. A lot of times when we hear darkness in reality, in 3D, it always means something negative. It's terrible. Yeah, a lot of people speak of darkness as something bad. A lot of people cannot sleep at night when there's no light on. Darkness is always experienced as something negative. It has a negative connotation. Yeah, it's almost as, I don't know why that is, especially black. Like plus, I mean, of course we know why that is, but why is it seen, like, especially in aesthetics, black is so beautiful. I mean, you see it here with the table. The cards look amazing on black. Yeah, so black is one of the most important, you know, this void energy, this blackness. In tarot and spirituality, this is something very achievable, because it means you can grow in darkness. You can grow beyond the scenes. You can grow behind everything. Yeah, with the snake, there's a lot of healing in the darkness. I don't know if you've ever were in, I don't know why I want to bring that up, but I want to bring that up. If you were ever in, I don't know if it feels in an airplane the same, because there are turbulences in the air, but if you are on a ship on the water, when the ship is very big, like a ferry, you can sleep very well, because especially in the cabins that have no window, so darkness means rest as well. It means rest, it means healing, it means being with yourself. And a lot of people, maybe that's why people don't like this blackness a lot, because people don't like to be with themselves a lot. Yeah, maybe that's the reason. A lot of people cannot withstand being on their own, or they cannot hold on to that, or they cannot, yeah, I mean, you know it from yourself. And look how beautiful this card is, also reflecting the candle. And the candle also symbolizes light. But the candle is kind of like, it's a natural light, more than the light that we experience from our rooms, from, you know, from the lighting on the ceiling and everything. This is like, it's artificial light, right? So I'm talking about these candles, and how beautiful is it also to lay in a room where you have everything, you know, black, and then you just light candles. This is actually a very healing energy that emits from that, the right English word. So is this connection reciprocated? I mean, you guys have been through a lot of darkness, part 2. Yeah, I do think that there were not easy times in this connection. I think the both of you, also in your separate lives, if you look at your separate lives, you had to struggle a lot. You had to, you had experienced a lot of struggles that the universe presented you with, especially for those of you who are now very successful, or for those of you who are still struggling. It's a thing where the universe puts you through. It's a healing stage. A lot of times people think, you know, it's karma, or the world lets you suffer. And if you're spiritual, it's actually the opposite, because no spiritual leader, no person that is really successful has been through darkness. No one. Like, all of them have been through darkness, you know. And especially the spiritual leaders kind of have to embody darkness, yeah, and not in a bad way, in a very positive way. If you cannot walk in darkness, you're not hearing spirits, right? You're not hearing spirit. I'm not talking about ghosts or stuff. I'm talking about spirit. I'm talking about the universe. If you cannot hold on to darkness, if you cannot be on your own for more than, let's say, half a year, you have not experienced darkness yet. Yeah. So darkness is one of the most components of a spiritual awakening. A lot of people, before they awaken, they go through a very depressive state. That's just a given thing. I don't know why that is, but that's what I noticed, that a lot of people who awaken later, they all had some kind of depression before. It's crazy. It's kind of like that you have to experience this in order to know the 3D world, the 5D world, how it all functions. That's how we can see it, you know. So why is this here as a card, as a signifier for your connection? I do sense that both of you are spiritual teachers or leaders of some kind. You both have been through the darkness. You both are natural leaders. That's why this orange from the candle is also reflecting in the card. You both are natural leaders, natural born leaders, but you are kind of like with the raven, either you're still experiencing this and you cannot be with your person. Maybe you had a separation recently, or you are not together with them. You just have a spiritual connection and you still experience this darkness, you know, this shift of healing and talking to spirit, talking to your person via the 5D, but not actually being with them in the 3D. Okay, so let's see. Let's look into your connection. Please take it as it resonates. Yes, we do have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, and we've seen this kind of a rebirth here. This is a rebirth. It's like the sword of truth hits the body and it kind of ignites the bones. And as we know, if you have a soul connection, and this is definitely one. So if you were wondering if your person and you, if this is something spiritual, yes, it is. Okay, you're guided to meet, you're guided to come together because of spiritual teaching, because of a spiritual mission. And always twin flames, for example, have a spiritual mission that they have to accomplish, and there's also love involved. I have never seen a twin flame in my life. I mean, of course, I heard all the stories that twin flames and can be friends or family. I've never experienced something like that, guys. Twin flame need that strong magnetic attraction, this strong bond in order to teach or in order to go through the darkness. Because, as I said before, you have to withstand the darkness for a longer period of time as a spiritual teacher. So to have a bond just for spiritual teachings or just to become awakened, this is not it. You know, there's also this love involved, because this love is the power behind all of that. Like, this is like the engine. The love is the engine. Yeah. And then we have the spiritual mission, the 8 of Pentacles. This is, you guys have this spiritual mission and you are working on that. So what I do see here is that maybe this is the awakening, this is the power of the rising of the connection. Yeah, so it could be that you just recently had an awakening in this connection, and this could just be that you recently fell in love, for example, with that person. It just could be that you know them for a longer time, but recently you were like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm feeling it. What is this? Yeah, and then you have your spiritual mission here. So this is reciprocated by spirit, definitely. It's definitely reciprocated, but in a spiritual sense. So let's see, what about this? Okay, yeah, wow, oh wow, oh wow. Oh, wow. And you see how that card flew out? Like, I couldn't even do anything. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the card that everyone wants. Like, all the people. Like, when you watch like other tarot readers that have a lot of traffic, yeah, you see people commenting all the time, oh my gosh, the 10 of Pentacles, you know, because that's a marriage card and legacy card, like everything. Yeah, you get everything. You get the girl, you get the house, and you get the money. Yeah, that's why this card everyone wants. It's the ultimate manifestation in 3D. A lot of people always ask me why I talk between 3D and 5D, because there is a difference. Yeah, there's definitely a difference, because a soul connection, when you are a twin flame, for example, a soul connection can be established, or can be there even before you guys have met. Like, you feel that person, you dream of that person, but you feel them. You don't have to dream of them. Some of us don't dream, but you feel them, you know them. It's kind of like this feeling of, oh my gosh, you know, you guys know that from soulmates when you meet in reality, like, oh my gosh, I've known you for forever. I don't even know why I know you. Never seen you before, but I kind of know your personality and I kind of know who you are inside. And you have, from the beginning, it's like you put a light switch on. A twin flame connection, it's like, and this is definitely one, it's like you put a light switch on and you're in love immediately. It's like the universe says, hello, there's your sword, boom, it hurts. But boom, there you go, that's your love, you know. And then you're like left alone in the darkness because you don't know how to overcome all these differences. Because in twin flame journeys, in order to have this working soul mission for other people as well, that's not a fairy tale love, you know. It's not like, oh my gosh, yes, I love you so, oh my gosh, and then the next time you call each other and then you meet up and you fall in love and then you marry and, you know, have everything. That's not it at all. Twin flame journeys are one of the hardest journeys on earth in love, because they're crazy as fuck. I can say that. They're crazy. And sometimes you don't even know, especially if you have a twin flame journey with a celebrity, sometimes you don't even know like how this is coming about. Like, why is this like this, you know? You like have not even met each other and you're like falling for each other. It's crazy. So yeah, and it's not the Lulu, guys. This is the truth. So what we're having here is a wonderful outlook. Yeah, we have a wonderful outlook here. Wonderful, prosper. Also the octopus talks about being connected with each other, you know, in a very beautiful way of feeling. So I do think it's reciprocated, but not in 3D, okay? This is a spiritual bond that you're building up. So right now you're not together, you're not kissing, you're not making out, yeah? You don't have this, but what you do have is this spiritual connection. What you do have is this sensing of each other, this energy sending back and forth, and you do have the prospect of a wonderful future. If you work on that, you can actually become a unit. Yeah, you can become one. So very beautiful. So it could be reciprocated. It's not at the moment, yeah, but it could be. So that's what I'm having. Take care. Part 2. Bye. Hello, my part 3. So you chose this beautiful bluish Neptunian card. Neptune lives underwater. So this is always the pile where we say we go underwater, right? This is where we go underwater. How is it underwater? What do we feel when we go underwater? I'm always trying to imagine, like those of you who are divers or snorkelers, you guys know how it is, right? Or who has dived before, you know. You guys know how there is this muted energy underwater where everything is just floating. And in the recent readings, I had a lot of floating energy. I can tell you that there's a lot about energies about floating with each other, about being in flow with each other, about they're saying like something like tuning out the noise of the 3D world, you know. It's one of the most beautiful things if you can feel your person in this Neptunian energy. It's almost as if you both are diving and making love underwater. It's kind of like this feeling. I don't know. It's like very strange, but that's what's coming through, what Spirit is telling me. So you guys are making love underwater. This is like what's coming through. It's not seen by the outside world. This is something that is invisible. If you ever had a superpower, guys, you guys are invisible. You're making love with your person underwater. You're not seen by the world. You're not seen by people. These are soul connections on the highest level. Very beautiful. If you've ever experienced something like that, it's out of this world, guys. And I'm not talking about astral project travels in dreams where you meet your person and you have these crazy you know, sexual experiences. I'm talking about you know, just floating around each other. It's kind of this image Spirit is giving me. This bluish ocean, very dark. Neptune is the ruler of the unconscious world. Neptune is the ruler of the water. The water means the moon energy coming through. A lot of unconsciousness, a lot of things that you guys send back and forth, energy that you don't even realize. This is mostly designed by Spirit. This is so that you guys know you guys are connected via the spiritual world. But it could even be that there's nothing in 3D. Like, you know, it's like on my channel, we're talking about having these soul connections with our celebrities and everyone's shaking their head. Like, are they crazy? You know, what are they talking about? They're the Lulu. No, we're not. You know, some people don't see this. They cannot see this and they will never be able to see that in this life. Some people are not destined to wake up. Yeah. Some people sleep their whole life in the sense of that they cannot see these beautiful connections. They are there. You can even have a beautiful connection like this with someone that is on the other side. I can tell you that. You know then that it's never gonna manifest into reality, right? Because this person is gone or not incarnated, but you still have these connections. They are there. They're rare, very rare, but they are there. So, but I do sense, I hope your person is incarnated, because otherwise it would be very sad. So we have water, deep water energy. So you and your person, you could both be water signs, or you could have water in your chart. Water is very important, and it's coming out. To recognize this Neptunian energy is coming out a lot in readings nowadays. At the moment, the waves are like this. It's about you floating with your person underwater and you having this dance together, and no one is really seeing it. It's beautiful. That's like the adventure of this journey as well, you know. So let's see what's coming out. The sun. Happiness, yeah, in its strongest form. Also, we see here a lot of protection, you know. What is that even showing, that card? That is crazy. I want to read that. The sun is enlightenment. Yeah, a lot of enlightenment in this journey. When you dance this underwater dance, you don't even know what the universe is sending back and forth between the two of you. You guys are sending each other's energy back and forth while you're dancing underwater. This could be conscious or unconscious. And you don't even know how beautiful this is, because you're getting a lot of downloads from the universe. You know, a lot of stuff that is happening beyond the scenes here, where you don't even know that things like that are possible. So what this is, number 19 could also be important. Yeah. Number 19, one of the nicest numbers. I love this number. Just in love with 19. But for real, like 19 is such a beautiful number. Let's see. Gotta find this. I have it here. No, I'm looking in the wrong booklet. See? This is happening when you're dancing with your person. You're like confused sometimes. Because you're not there. Yeah, you're spiritual there, but not in 3D. So sometimes people don't even realize when they do that dance. Yeah. So let's look in this. Yeah, the sun means growth, luck, a lot of success coming, victory. Yeah, we have here, it says, a warrior stands watch poised for action. The sun is a card of power and good fortune. It represents many positive attributes in life, such as enthusiasm, growth, and victory. You sown your fields with good choices, waited patiently for the growth, and will soon reap the benefits. Rejoice, your hard work has paid off and victory is close at hand. And this is what not many people say. Even this underwater dance, what many people describe as the Lulu, it's actually a victory in a spiritual sense. It's a very big victory. Okay, next card coming out, the Magician. Oh my gosh. Powerful energies, guys. We have the Magician, yeah, we have the Sun. We also see the Magician. This is a card of many, see all these eyes. It's an angel card for me because, you know, people say that angels look like these big feathers or round things with many eyes. Like, this depends on what you believe in, you know. My own opinion is that they look like normal people, you know, like angels in real form. You wouldn't recognize if it would be an angel because they don't show themselves like this. Yep, confirmation, there it goes. Thank you, universe. It's about believing, you know. The Magician can only manifest or can only make magic if he sells an illusion, right? He sells an illusion. That's why the Magician card a lot of times is seen in a very negative way. Yeah, a lot of times this card comes out when we're talking about a person that is having their eyes on many different people. Yeah, that's where you also see the different eyes here. But I do not sense it here with the Neptunian energy, especially because this is talking about the 12th house. This is when you have a wonderful spiritual connection. We also see the person here praying. And if I see this, there is God involved, there is the angels involved, there is universe involved. So this victory card of the Sun, especially coming out at first card, and then the manifestation card, means that the universe is trying to manifest that in a reality for you, because this connection is so beautiful. It's like Spirit is in awe of that. Spirit is in awe. They're saying like, what are you guys doing? You're crazy, like sending each other's energy back and forth. You're doing a wonderful job. Woo, these cards just flew out. We have the Queen. Yeah. Spirit just confirmed. You're Queen. You're a Queen. The Queen of Swords sometimes has to cut herself. Yeah, we see that here. The crane, a symbol of longevity, a symbol of hard work, a symbol of holding on. You know, the Queen of Swords is one of the saddest figure in tarot because she's not married. She's one of the women that is like older and very wise, very she has a lot of wisdom. But unfortunately in the deck, and I don't know why that is, but many people say the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they're like siblings. They're not in love or something. So her counterpart is actually not the King of Swords. Her counterpart is the Emperor or any other person or king of the deck. So the Queen of Swords is actually in the deck someone that can mingle with everyone. Yeah, she can form a bond with anyone. If that card comes out, it tells me that you're so much connected to Spirit. You're a divine feminine. You have this spiritual energy. Like Spirit can connect you to, you know, you will find the right one. And there's like one special person that you are meant to be with, and this is your person. And I do sense that, you know, it's very hard, this journey, because we see her here. She has to cut herself. She has to, it's almost like this energy of bleeding yourself dry for the love of your life, you know, because a lot of these journeys, you have to give up parts of yourself in order to understand and in order to completely seek into Spirit. And not many people are able to do that, or not many people are wanting to do that. You know, this is also a choice, because the universe also always embarks us or gives us choices. So if you basically immerse so much into Spirit and you're saying, well, I do that choice, I choose my person, you're actively choosing them and you're waiting on them. And It kind of is not that you're sitting there and you're waiting, but you're concentrated on your soul work. You're concentrated on the magician, you know, on being there for the universe and for this journey. But you have to walk alone a lot of times, yeah. And this is what the Queen of Swords is embodying, this movement alone and this movement of constant growth. It's like a chosen person, yeah. And I recently watched that video where people speak about chosen people, that they have to walk alone a lot of times, and this is one of these piles. Is this energy reciprocated? Yeah, I mean, we have the Sun here. The Sun card comes out. That person, like, if you guys would meet, they're falling in love with you madly. Like, this is someone that is meant to be for you, okay? I don't think at the moment you have something going on. I mean, it's being manifested with the Magician. I don't think you have a real relationship where you touch each other. You could be in contact, but or this could be an ex that might be coming back if this is a soul connection of yours. But at the moment, it's kind of like you're on different paths. That's why she's alone, you know. She's showing up as the Queen of Swords. You're showing up as surrendering to this journey. Also sacrifice coming through, yeah. A lot of sacrifices that the Queen of Swords is doing here. Divine counterpart could be in the spotlight because the Sun's always a person in the spotlight. So your person, your other half could be famous, so of course there's a lot of sacrifices, right? These are the connections that's the hardest, and that's why I did all these channels. It's because to help, because it's not easy. I'm walking this journey since 8 years, and today is actually the day that marks this important date when I awakened. So this is one of the most important dates today for me, the 19th of August. So yeah, I'm very happy to present you with this beautiful reading. This is basically, if you're very connected to spirit, there is hope, there is praying, you know, there's light coming out of this prayer, there's light coming out of this journey. Is it reciprocated in spirit? Yes. In 3D, if they are aware, yes. If they're not aware, no, because they don't know you, right? We're not talking about the 3D reciprocated love if they're not aware of you and they're not sending you messages, okay? Because then they don't know who you are, and then it's not reciprocated, right? But if they know who you are and they like send you messages, or they think of you, or you feel their energy coming, then of course, yes, it's reciprocated. So it could go either way here, pile 3. Please take it as it resonates, okay? So that's all what I'm having, guys, okay? I see you again. Bye, Yumees.